Hello, welcome. So my name is Finn, and for my technical inquiry, I'm exploring the viability of using digestate as a construction material. Digestate is a waste byproduct created through the anaerobic digestion of cow slurry and silage. And during Unit 4, this investigation took the shape of a material that I named the shipbrick, which is a brick material built from varying different ratios of clay and digestate and water. And I'm most interested in taking forward my investigation into what I've named the 100% shipbrick, which is a block or brick material built entirely from digestate, which is just air dried and used most likely as an infill or insulative block material. And the ambition is that I would like to continue this investigation, possibly moving away from the kind of organic form of the brick and expanding that inquiry into possibly pouring this material in situ or manipulating it into different, possibly larger blocks. And what I really want to do is continue this hands-on approach to material testing and prototyping to evaluate the viability of using this block material, specifically within timber frame structures as an infill block, similarly to how hempcrete is used currently. And the aim is to directly use these insulative blocks within a live build project that I'm undergoing after this course finishes back home in Glastonbury from October. So in terms of looking at the format or thinking about the format of the symposium, I'm imagining this is going to be a film. I think this is a way of working that I've been developing over the past year, and I think it's a really effective way of actually kind of taking the audience into the material properties and exploration itself. And I've taken a lot of inspiration from a series of videos called Primitive Technology, which you can see here in the background. I think what's effective is they kind of really put the focus on what's going on and the material actual kind of testing in the shot, and there isn't really any kind of background annotation or narration. So I think that's kind of a precedent I'd like to use and possibly shift my focus away from actually kind of the process of building these blocks, but possibly more the testing of them. So one of the key things I want to draw into the symposium is existing examples of vernacular ways of building with digestate. And this is one example called murder cotta, which I've looked a lot at in Unit 4. And then thinking about kind of the stakeholders and collaborators within this potential film, and this idea of what's the most meaningful piece of work that you could do right now to push your practice and project forward. I think for those of you who don't know, the project is situated on Worley Farm within Glastonbury Festival, and I think this is really the best opportunity for me to really delve in and start working and collaborating with those stakeholders. So that would be the farm manager on Worley Farm and also kind of the hierarchy in Glastonbury. And in terms of content of this film, I'm imagining there's going to be 4 primary categories. So the production and supply chain of this material, the stakeholders involved and the collaborators involved, the testing of the material, and then the application. And another aspect that I'd like to bring into the symposium film is trying to bring in this conversation around policy in farming, and possibly bring in an individual from DEFRA, which is the primary governing body of the farming industry. I think this could be a really interesting way of speculating on the viability of scaling up the production of these bricks.